year after a crazy 2018 season, and Mark says, oh, Patrick Mahomes setting the new standard for quarterbacks.
He's a baller. Yes, I tell you one thing, these Kansas City Chiefs fans, they get in.
Oh.
They get it in. They show up.
I know. This one, I get to watch the Bears in January because of an outstanding 2018 season.
Good job, Monkey.
Chicago.
That was his name.
Aaron's toasting Saquon and Dave Gettleman. That's right. Thank you, Dave Gettleman, for Saquon.
Good job. Good job.
And Natalie's raising a glass for J.J. Watt because he came back from back-to-back season-ending injuries, and he's done a really good job. Comeback player of the year.
He's got competition with Andrew Luck there.
Yeah. That is
Can they
true.
split it in half?
Nah, that's what's trending, presented by Hyundai.
All right, let's look at the Superdome. What do you say?
Okay.
The Saints have the #1 seed locked up in the NFC. Doesn't mean it's not going to be an interesting game because Teddy Bridgewater going to be starting down there. Steve Smith himself said he can't wait to see that. So, for more on Teddy's future, Mike Robb said, bring back Rappaport. I said, no problem.
No,
there he is, live from NFL headquarters. Ian, Teddy is a free agent after the season. How much interest do you expect from around the league? A lot, right?
A lot. Now, some of that, Mike, should depend on how he shows up today, but there is no doubt a lot of excitement for Teddy Bridgewater's first start in a while, and this is a really cool comeback story. Hasn't barely played since his knee essentially exploded with the Minnesota Vikings. Saw him get a couple of series with the Vikings before they set him free. Now is really impressed as the backup to Drew Brees in New Orleans, not just as a guy on the field, but in the locker room. One of the best Choppa-style dancers that I have ever seen. Has gone viral on several videos. Now, finally, the Saints get to evaluate him on the field and just figure out how they want to proceed in the offseason. They would like him back. There is some thought that he's the successor to Brees, but what kind of contract is he going to command? He'll go a long way toward writing that story today.
No, Ian, I will not ride the bike, but thank you for asking me. All right. According to sources, we're done with Ian for the rest of the show. He'll be back. He'll be back for game day morning, but we've now kicked him off. Bye, Ian. Happy New Year.
You remember the last time Teddy Bridgewater started a game?
Yeah, how did it end?
Yeah, the kicker blew it.
Like this. Vikings lost that playoff game.
It was cold, that game, too.
Blair Walsh missed the chip shot.
Look how happy the Seahawks are.
Freezing.
And then the Seahawks signed him, which was weird.
Yeah, so it'll be nice to see Teddy back out there on the field today. I can't wait to see how he plays. It's going to be, I mean, it really, there's a lot riding on it for him.
His style of play, I've been told from people who know football, so I'm going to drop this one on people who know, does suit that offense.
It does. I mean, he's really, to me, he throws a catchable ball like Drew Brees.
Throws a pretty ball.
Pretty catchable football. He has a little bit more athletic ability than Drew Brees.
Quarterback controversy.
No, it's no quarterback controversy.
What does Drew Brees think about this?
Drew Brees is the guy. I see you, Colin. You throwing it back at me, huh? You throwing it back at me. But I mean, you know, if I'm Drew Brees, I'm excited that my backup is Teddy Bridgewater.
Well, I could tell you, I had some conversation with some guys in New Orleans when they had Thursday night versus the Dallas Cowboys. And one of the interesting things is I believe it's going to be right now Teddy Bridgewater is ahead of Sean Hill. Just the way he plays, what he does, grasping the offense. Both of those guys.
Taysom.
Taysom. Well, he's BYU, so I really don't. It was on purpose, right? It was on purpose. But one of the things that they loved is they love what these guys do. They push each other. But one of the things, though, coming out of there, what I was really surprised to hear is how much they loved Teddy Bridgewater of what he does on the field. And they're excited to see. He is, right now, out of those two guys, Hill and Bridgewater, who will be the next guy coming
Teddy Bridgewater.
after Drew Brees, because they're going to go head-to-head. It's going to be exciting.
The Saints better not let Teddy B walk out.
Speaking of the Saints, I hijacked this conversation, Kelly. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. The Saints, I think we all kind of agree they're the favorite right now in the NFC. They're able to rest all of their guys, obviously, this week. So who's the biggest threat who's the biggest threat to the Saints?
Well, to me, watching the Saints, whichever defense, so I have the Chicago Bears or the Minnesota Vikings, whoever's defense can stop the run and get after the quarterback. When you can get after the quarterback and get those guys off the spots, what we talked about with Tom Brady, you all of a sudden change the whole dynamic of a team. The fear of the pass is no longer there because the pass rush has those guys second-guessing and thinking about the pass rush, and you never want your quarterback thinking. You always want him anticipating, and that's how wide receivers make their money.
Yeah, you talk about the Chicago Bears challenging the New Orleans Saints for a top seed and possibly going to the Super Bowl. That defense can win a game for you. As you were talking, they was just showing highlights of takeaways.
Can they win 2 games, though?
I think they can win 2 games.
One on the road.
I think they can win 2 games. And the other team in the NFC has to be the Los Angeles Rams. We got to talk about them. As long as Todd Gurley's healthy, as long as he's running the football, as long as C.J. Anderson can back him up and give him some support, Jared Goff can look like Jared Goff. If the running game isn't cranking, Jared Goff looks like a deer in headlights. He looks a little nervous out there. He's not ready to be. He's not ready to be the spotlight of the offense yet. He's still in that complimentary football mode. They need a dominant run game for Jared Goff to look like he.
And look what the Bears did to the Rams. If the Bears are actually at home for these playoffs,
it's tough.
if they can get that, I mean, I can't imagine how dangerous they will be at Soldier Field.
And then the elements. It's going to be cold.
Well, here's the thing that everybody talks about, too, that I hate hearing. Oh, if the New Orleans Saints are at home, they're a dangerous team. If the Los Angeles Rams are at home, they're a dangerous team. The thing I love about the Bears, their defense travels.
Right.
Don't matter.
They get off the airplane, they do it in the parking lot, wherever they go, they will play defense no matter what. And you cannot simulate or even out-coach that because those guys just are playing lights out.
And this is a guy who went on the road in the playoffs with the Panthers and smacked some teams in the face and won some games. So he knows that physical football in January.
I'm just going off the film I watch.
You got glitter all over your face.
I can't even concentrate because of the glitter all over.
I made that mistake yesterday.
I got glitter on my face?
Yeah, I made that
so y'all going to put me on camera.
I got glitter. Don't put me on.
See it, though.
I ain't got no
It's
glitter.
great.
I put the hat on at the end of the show yesterday, so at least I did.
Let's get into what we're talking about next. Ravens.